welcome back to Sunrise Soul. We are a little bit behind schedule today because there is a schedule change occurring right now. So I definitely just want to let you guys know that in the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, that I'll be a little bit all over the place, okay? Especially during this retrograde, there's a lot going on, okay? Um, but let's get into it. This is I like to say that this is our live stream that is dedicated for Christians new to tarot. And I feel like it could be kind of, I just want to let you guys know this will be a conversation about sexual fantasies, lol, in advance. But we will definitely get the scripture and the devotional from today just because it's Sunday, okay? We're wholesome, all right? But I feel like what has been going on is that there is a tower moment going on. There is a sudden shift. Welcome in. There's like a sudden shift of your spiritual understanding of something, okay? This may be stressing you out a little bit because there's a lot of expansion happening in this new upgrade. A lot of you guys, the struggle around this person, I'm getting that someone is very insecure. So when they're insecure, this person has the tendency to deviate from, this plan, okay? They're definitely showing up as the emperor though. This person, you have made a huge change in this person's life. This person is wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you. They're still struggling with insecurity though, so they have not made any plans to move forward. They feel like they need to resolve a security issue that they've been having before they can engage in this daydream that they've been having about you. Wishing, yearning, and fantasizing. There has been a lot of pause for surrender. We have the hangman, okay? Because there's not yet a spiritual new beginning in this situation, but this person is very dedicated to you, okay? Somebody, if you are in a separation or if you feel that they have been emotionally distant, then this could quite literally be just them simply needing to take some time to integrate some new truths with this spiritual new beginning, okay? Well, not a spiritual new beginning, but you guys are still in the reckoning of a breakup from the past. Perhaps some of you guys, there's been a lot of breakups from the past, that or this person's breakups from the past, where this has led to a lot of relationship trauma, and these have been experiences that have really internalized rejections, denials. This person is feeling extremely rejected and abandoned, hurting their security, hurting their self-esteem. This person is, especially if you guys leveled up in some type of way after breaking up with this person or after going into separation with this person has just been sitting back, not engaged in your reality, perhaps in a separation, or perhaps you haven't met this person yet, but they have literally been watching you level up. Hi, Tarot King. What? You know what? I could see that together. I could see you and Trump together. I could see you and Trump. You know what? I think it's a good fit. I think it's a good fit. This person is at a crossroads. Okay, this is why they're in this pause, in this surrender. A lot of them feel like there's a huge change that needs to happen within their lives, especially after you've given them this major awareness. Some of these people, they're with karmic partners and they're literally pretending to be in love. Some of these people are waltzing around in this old life before you came in and changed your life and literally pretending. They're literally, yo, look, I wonder who, like, what my celebrity match would be. What kind of BuzzFeed quiz did you take, Cherokee? Anyways, you are safe. I know some of you guys may be feeling triggered because this person, just be, solar plexus, big solar plexus energy here. Okay, lots of anxieties as you get this sudden shift in spiritual understanding. Crown chakra activations, third eye chakra activations, access to more consciousness, access to more of the possibilities that exist in this situation. This person, is not like they're actually exploring anything. The emperor, this person is very committed to you. Whoever this is, they're committed through their daydreams. Some of you guys are quite literally manifesting each other, manifesting peaceful reconciliations, manifesting conflict resolutions. A lot of you guys will be redeeming what was lost in these relationships. You guys are starting to see that this relationship, something where you may have even had to take a period of separation, or that was seemingly a reckoning, it was seemingly a hardship in the relationship, has actually fully embodied you and have put you on path to receiving the highest honor, y'all. This person is at a crossroads. It's like they still need to make this decision. They still need to actually start putting a plan in place. But I kind of just feel like your position in this person's life is safe. Like, it's not that you're going anywhere. Like, I think that they need to make a big decision, but that's not like, don't feel scared that they're going to make the decision to leave you. They've already committed to you. This person who is like, you guys are in the process, or this person is in the process of writing something, making something, creating something, and sometimes this requires you guys to actually be away from each other. I'm getting painful separations between the two of you, because you guys actually inspire each other through your projections of your insecurities. That's something like that. It's like, I don't know, maybe you guys are both artists, or maybe you guys are both there may be a mutual dream with this person, and there's been cycles of conflict, cycles of spiritual warfare with other, I'm hearing, with third parties, optical illusions, other possibilities and timelines. And this person is at a crossroads. Like, you guys are going to be, clearly you are their fortune. Like, they already know, but they need to, like, the crazy part about it is these people already know, you guys, that this relationship is leading to a book that's going to be getting celebrated, writing that's getting high honors, um, large commercial organizations that's getting high honors. And this relationship also may be taking political stances, or there's public recognition around these relationships. um, but there's some people that, like, have not, the situation is very auspicious. I'm going to say there's a lot to be fertilized around this, okay? Because there's so much insecurity that needs to be resolved. Periods of separation and hardship may occur in the relationship, especially as you dissolve the projections. Like, oh, that's not my partner's problem, that's a me problem, okay? You guys are starting to learn to take responsibility for your well-being, take responsibility for your insecurities, so that when you get into your relationships with people, you guys aren't like repelled away from each other with the conflict that is stemming from a projection of both of you guys' deep-rooted insecurities, maybe putting you in a cycle of abuse, or somehow there is like a period where you aren't taking responsibility for your well-being and hiding a lot of your deep inner fears that bully you. Okay? This person right now, some of them are completely living a double life. They're like obsessed with you, wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you. And because of the God experience they found with you, or something like that, the God-like experience, the benevolence, the compassion, and the like nurturing, sensitive care. This person is clearly committed to you. You're safe. Some of the decision that they need to make, they're stuck in making this decision, and not like, it's like taking them some time. They need a lot of different perspectives around it, and a lot of this involves a spiritual warfare, something where the matrix may even be playing a part in trying to draw this person into making the matrix type choices. Okay, we don't want this person to make a matrix choice. We want this person to come receive the highest honor, right? If they fall into a matrix illusion out of insecurity, making karmic decisions, then they know that they will lose their magic, they will lose their wealth, especially because they're watching you level up. It's not like you're going to stop. If you guys worked on creative projects with these people, I'm getting a man, y'all. This person, oh, look what's on the bottom of the day. A man and a rich gent. This person, they have some decisions to make around a change in their securities, okay? These people have not been, they need to, shift around the things that they need to shift around. They're working on their finances and career. They feel insecure when they don't have enough. Like, I'm not going to say when they don't have enough, because some of them are rich gentlemen, but they'll act when they're triggered. They act from a place of pain and shame. They are actually manifesting through shadow aspects. This The devil can manifest too, through obsession, wishing, yearning, and fantasizing. This could be opponents as well, but I'm getting that this person who's particularly um, wishing and yearning and fantasizing about you, when they're triggered, they're motivated by shadow aspects. It's either that they're projecting their negative envy onto you. This is even your partners, okay? These are even lovers, right? Relationships, especially romantic relationships, are complicated, okay? This person, I'm getting that something about this situation where they're projecting their negative envy, or they're trying to place their financial gains and control over a situation. You're already have this a stable presence in this person's life, but they need to make some different changes, okay? A lot of what this is about is this person's religious or philosophical and political ideas. Some of these people come from a completely different government, come from a completely different society, come from a completely different culture, have completely different privileges. These people may have an age gap, okay? Something about their age gap and their rich gentlemen, okay? This person is needing to, especially as they come up as an influence, having economic power in society, this person is needing to remember not to like take sides. This third eye activation, or this pause for surrender through the hanged man, the person that's sexually fantasizing about you is pausing for surrender. They're definitely engaged with you like full time, wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you, but they are in separation because they project their insecurities and have been getting a higher learning around this situation, and learning how to stay secure within themselves when they're triggered by their negative, they're triggered by envy, choosing the positive aspects to go receive high honors instead of choosing the negative aspects where the matrix wins, right? When the matrix illusion, and this person loses a lot of their magic when they conform to something conventional, right? I'm also getting that this person, if they're placing their financial gains around something, out of their deep insecurity, like, oh, I'm just going to be insecure and I'm going to be angry and bitter at the world, and I'm just going to go get as much money as I want, and they're saying that if I can't have love, I'll have power. Something where people like something like that, the shadow aspects, or get like seeking revenge or something like that. Something where this person, they're the emperor, they're in control. Okay, they're making decisions for in financial ways, as well as their career, and this is like a huge complicated situation, as well as their deep insecurities that come along with the intimacy. Okay, you and this person are deeply intimate, like, spiritually connected, and some of you guys have not consummated yet, or you guys have not, met each other in person yet, and there's a lot of insecurity around this. And then I'm also getting that, like, it's just like a spiritual misalignment when this person's insecurity gets triggered, and you might also be projecting, deep insecurities as well. Okay. Yes, they really be picking money and power over self empowerment and autonomy. And I'm like, get with the program. This is the new program. That's absolutely correct. This person, if they fall into this insecurity, this is actually a representation of them falling behind. They think that this is more money and more power, but this actually renders all of that meaningless. The dangers of your superficial pursuits is a super fucking unhappy life. Self empowerment and autonomy are a lot more fulfilling emotionally and a lot more healthy for you when you choose to align with the highest timeline. You choose to align with high honors. You choose to connect with your universal consciousness, not just some small box and like constraint of your like superficial world, right? Like, I think like if that makes sense, because it's just like something where this person, that like people in general, this could even be like competitors as well. I'm also getting same gender relationships as well, you know, people who were trying to like, you know, they were struggling with their gender expression, struggling with their sexuality, and you know, might have done something negative towards you when they were really truly like attracted to you. And they have been needing to, like, some of these people who, like, you know, women, okay, or men or same gender. Hello, thank you so much. Hi, Stacy. Same gender relationships that are like, you know, struggling with their self, with expressing themselves and being fully open, right? And saying, hey, I'm going to receive, you know, what comes my way without judgment, without restraint, right? This is the allowance. That's that receptivity. So some of you guys, when this person is triggered, they're not receptive to you, right? It's because you're triggering their pain and shame. They want nothing to do with that, right? They want to project some illusion into the matrix and be like, I'm going to build up myself, my securities, you know, with the, I don't know, trying to get more money and power, right? Like, that's the kind of just like what you guys are projecting between the two of you, honestly. But there's a lot of positivity in this relationship. Like, it's, you know, like I said, like they're really already committed to you because of the fact that they cannot stop wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you. Some of you guys are dancers, so this person, you know, when you get up and start dancing, then that's when you tell them what to do, okay? Because they think that they can just, you know, you're safe. You're clearly not going anywhere within this person's life, and if you continue to move, you know, like things are planned, stick to your regular scheduled programming, then you know things will. It's already like already happening. I think because it's just like, you know, I think a part of what was so scary about the situation, when we talk about risk and uncertainty and making decisions, this person, this was like a luck of the Irish. I'm hearing something like this was like the four-leaf clover or something like this. These relationships where there's a rich gentleman or, you know, a man or somebody who is like well endowed, or a partner that will bring in prosperity, growth, benevolence, and accomplishments. You have quite literally made a change in this person's life that they actually needed. Their insecurities, oh, well, woe is me, let me lick my wounds. But remember your self empowerment and autonomy, right? Remember the whole of existence where you're feeling deeply insecure. You need to actually be more receptive to all that there is, be more inclusive of all that there is. When pain and discomfort becomes my friend, I can heal my most limiting beliefs with the hangman. This person is healing their most limiting beliefs. Some of them have been rejected and abandoned so bad they never thought that they would find true love. And the fact that you have been like a luck to like have true love with this person, they're already where their true love is. That's where their heart is. But all these other illusory distractions in the matrix, you know, for financial gain, you know, because you refuse to take responsibility for your insecurities, is having, you know, detrimental effects on our high honor. Some of you guys, you and this person have a lot of public rewards and recognition, large commercial organizations, you know, and this that we cannot, you know, you might be stressed about everything that's going on, but everything is happening for you, not to you. So just give this time and patiently wait, especially because some of this person, they see you as you guys have been in separation. Some of them, they see you didn't leveled up. Okay, they see that everything that has you have grown, everything that you have touched, everything you have created from this divine union has a lot of auspiciousness around it. You are the new buzz. You're getting your inheritance. You're getting um, to experience joy. Okay, a lot of you guys are. This person has witnessed you start to experience joy, where both of you were projecting deep insecurities before that was obstructing your joy. Okay, so this is where this person has been getting focused, getting dedicated, and getting into alignment, right? Getting the right mindset and dealing with some of these deep insecurities and showing them that this is not a relationship where you can bring your insecurities or have anything hidden. There's a deep intimacy. This person who is wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you, this is a deep emotional intimacy where your most limiting beliefs are healed, okay? And finding true love in something, in an unlikely occurrence, okay? Something where this, you know, if you're worried, stressed about a love triangle, this situation is not real. That's a matrix illusion that this person is using for financial gains, okay? And power. Some of this is their strategy. Let them do what they need to do because they know that they're the emperor. They know what they need to do now. Okay, there's nothing moving forward at this time because they're still at this crossroads, because there's like a spiritual warfare. This is like a lot of resistance around this, but you will have to continue to press forward and align this person with you. As you're safe, right? There may be a lot of resistance as the spirit, through the spiritual warfare, making you feel unsafe because of all of the disharmony, disagreements, and fighting that has been going on. To stop you from this rich gentleman, to stop you guys from making this change that you guys are ultimately, you know, makes you, I don't know, puts a target on this relationship's back, something like that, a change. Okay, this relationship, maybe they're like I said, some of you guys are healing from a breakup. That's a big change in your life. Some of you guys are dealing with a schedule change, breakups. There's a lot going on in the material realm that needs to be maintained, especially if somebody got money. Okay, okay. So we want to keep our money. So let them do what they need to do. You guys need more healing of insecurities anyway. Okay, you're finding a lot of joy in this relationship, and they are as well. Okay, and you guys never thought that this was something that you discovered, so something that you love to do with each other. Okay, so this is leading to a high honors as you guys work to, you guys both love it, you have a mutual dream, right? You are, this is bringing true joy and bliss and a sanctuary within your homes. You are safe with this person. Okay, I just think that we need to give this some time, okay, to restore, especially if there was a breakdown in a relationship, separation, where you guys have lost security in each other's lives. Maybe there are financial consequences. Maybe there are losses of security because of this. Because when this person wasn't aligned with the plan, they actually, wasted a lot. Okay, they wasted money, wasted time, wasted resources, and they're knowing now. They're becoming aware and having the realizations of something as a fact, beliefs that they have, that they know to be a fact, especially some of them dealing with risk and uncertainty. It's important to know what is considered to be, what they believe to be true. You guys have been in a spiritual warfare where there's been a matrix throwing illusions to try to trap this person into a timeline where they're actually not receiving the highest honor. They are aware now. There are beliefs where they are aware. I know with the Emperor, I know, I am aware that I'm with the karmic. I'm working on my career and finances. Rich James. Do that. Because don't come back here broke. Tell your divine masculine to not come back here broke after wasting time, money, and resources. They're intimidated by your level up because there was a huge conflict when this person projected insecurities, and this led to intense spiritual warfare to whatever they projected onto. Especially if this is involve a third party. If a third party is aware of you, they most definitely have been in a spiritual warfare trying to put up an illusion. Some of these people are quite literally masquerading around as you. Someone's name starts with the letter R, or someone's name starts with the letter D or P or S. There's a lot of people, third party interferences or just other responsibilities that have gotten in the way of this relationship. But they have been getting clear, and changing their perspective about a lot of things, and finding the security within themselves so they can have a harmonious relationship with you. Okay, but right now they're fleeing, especially because if they involve a third party, if they involve to conflict, some type of narcissistic behavioral pattern that they may have had, if they're doing all that, if they're away, what I'm saying, they left you to persevere on your own. You guys needed to shift your perspectives to find wish fulfillment within each other. Okay, I'm getting a lot of conflict with, a spiritual warfare or a third party. Okay, where this person, the spiritual warfare, literally matrix illusions. Water. Because this person is dealing, like some of you guys are coming across a pattern of names, karmic partners, um, letters of the names. I'm getting the letter R, N, S, F, P, G, E, N, like I said, N, S, A, and you'll start to find a pattern of behavior, okay? as you learn your history. Like some of you guys are really taking a look back at your romantic life and just like finding where these deep insecurities, like the roots, getting to the root of these deep insecurities and resolving them once and for all. Maturing, emotional maturation is happening in this relationship. This person already knows. They already know. So they need to figure out how to maintain their security with you. Okay? Wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you, especially when they see you dance. Now they intimidated by you as well, okay? Because they was like, oh, you done bossed up after you left me. Yeah, what were you doing? What were you doing? Wasting time, money, and resources. It's good because I need to take my time away to focus on what I got to do, okay? Because, they really are, with all this wishing, yearning, and fantasizing going on between the two of you, they're really a distraction, okay? They're really a distraction. You're getting the letters cheater. Some of you guys had no labels around this relationship. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to take time away. They're allowed to explore their options. And you are as well. Some of you guys have also been exploring your options, and you're allowed to do that. Okay? So just like, let yourself be free. I think that's the best thing that you can do for this relationship, especially age gaps, religious, cultural differences. Somebody's here is wealthy and you're not. You guys have a completely different lifestyle and values that have been programmed, okay? Being with each other may require you to reprogram, okay? Retrain your mind from insecurity to feeling secure within someone to access their love, okay? To access this high honors ultimately that they know. They know that this is, you guys have high honors with one another. They already know what this is, but they have made some bad decisions at the south end when they were in the dark, in the shadows, insecure, and separated from their love, okay? But, they can't, something about this wishing, yearning, and fantasizing made them the emperor, okay? They thought they was going somewhere, they're not going anywhere. Because they were mad. Somebody was mad, so they thought they was going to just destroy the whole life or something. Like, some of them went into separation. Y'all lost security within each other's life. Y'all went into a separation because this person got mad about something, projected because of their own insecurities where they felt hurt. How about you stop feeling hurt, expand your mind, and just accept, you know, yourself for who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of them always projecting the fact that you were the cheater, right? They were projecting the fact that you were the problem, that you were to be the one that would leave the relationship. They were projecting, like, because they were just so unhappy, right? You were the one that makes them, you're the one that makes them smile. They feel like you're the only thing that, like, some of them, they need to work on loving themselves more. Something about you being the only thing that they love, like something where you're the only thing that makes this person smile. That's why you're safe in this person's life, because you're the only thing that's making them, bringing them joy, inspiring them to do, to get up and work on their career and finances, to restructure their life, and to find more joy, right? You're like, I'm here with my joy, and I'm leveling up. Like, something about the divine feminine be leveling up way faster than the divine masculine, in the spiritual way, right? Spiritual warfare. The divine feminine is so creative, so empowering, so accepting of all there is, and the masculine is like, no, I'm too insecure to be accepting of all there is. I'm going to reject that part of all that there is because I'm truly rejecting parts of myself. Rich gent. I'm truly hiding my deep feelings for you. I'm hiding who I really am from the world because I've been so rejected and abandoned in this world, right? And then but what this person is needing to do now is say, hey, I'm going to be accepting that all that there is, and come into a consciousness that is higher than what I'm allowing myself to be. Like, something where these masculines they've been shrinking their honor. They've been shrinking, their consciousness, right, to fit into some type of conservatism, convention, conforming to this matrix, spiritual warfare. But you aligning with you would mean that they would need to be empowered. They would need to acknowledge and openly celebrate their differences, openly celebrate where they feel insecure, right? And how this has not, it's not just a you thing. This is something like that they're projecting onto you. It's like you exacerbate it, okay, projecting, got mad about something. This person is needing to like clear their own bias and insecurities about stuff. Like, there's no limit to what you can win. This person is very limited, have a lot of self-limiting beliefs because they truly don't believe in themselves, or they're feeling like they're not good enough, a place where they feel immoral or inferior in some type of way. And you're like, well, if you had true joy, you would not feel immoral and inferior. You would not let anybody's difference or what they perceive as a superiority or more favorable to make me feel insecure about myself. When you're so totally accepting of who you are as a person, of all of your flaws, you will not let something, rejecting parts of existence because you just don't want to see the truth. If that does that make sense? Right? It's like they're clearly fantasizing about you, but it's something about you that reflects pain and shame. Okay? Reflecting back to this person. They're like, oh, they're so empowered and autonomous, right? Well, you're just pretending to be empowered and autonomous. Some of them, okay? Some of them, they know, they choose to not take some type of financial risk around you. They know that it would be a financial risk, but I'm also getting that this is a cycle with the Ace of Wands where they're still getting focused. We're not even going to get to that part yet because let's not make anything complicated, okay? Just enjoy your relationship, enjoy your periods of separation. Continue to work on, bringing, making yourself happy, right? I definitely feel like you guys reflect this between the two of you. It's just like make sure that you're happy and secure within yourself before entering a relationship that is so unconventional. Some of you guys, this is a relationship that is extremely unconventional that you guys have magically found emotional satisfaction in. Okay? So you need to be very secure within yourself, especially when we're relating to the outside world. Okay? Um, that's what I'm seeing right now. This person who is fantasizing about you, they're very stressed about all of this, okay? It's like you have a stable place in this person's daydream. This is going to manifest in very destructive ways if they don't come out of this insecurity. Like they're literally like, "Hi girl, how you doing?" You're going to regret. You was disguised in rags. The thing is, that's exactly what brings the high voltage sudden realization. I recently posted I recently posted on shorts, the snarky opportunist. Now, I'm not going to say that this person was a snarky opportunist, but maybe when this person had a perception of you that did not include like a like you exist, you were more expanded, and like this is why they're like you're on a like they feel like you're like on a level up. It's like you are like on a plane of existence that this person hadn't expanded yet into. So coming into, this high voltage awareness with you was quite literally high voltage. It was like a shock. It was a stark realization, okay, that shifted their spiritual understanding and their perception of life. And it may have indeed highlighted this person's insecurities or, things that were deeply repressed in the shadows are they no longer can hide behind these other mechanisms that they've been using to make up for to I don't know compensate for this insecurity that they've been acting out of, where they just are placing their financial gains and power ahead so that they can appear to be powerful, but still they're feeling deeply insecure and lacking intimate relationships. Okay, you and this person, after having all of these different conversations, dancing for this person, um, being this person's joy, this person is quite literally like, after all this, it's just like there's a deep intimacy in the relationship. Okay? It's like some of them are coming back bowing to you because they thought they were so big and strong that they can go out and just like be without their counterpart, right? Something where they were just like, I need space, I'm at a crossroads, I need to make a lot of decisions. And they realized that you were like the only thing that was bringing them joy. And so you've been a constant preoccupation for this person. because of watching you on your social media account or thinking, engaging, about you, thinking in the past about you. This person is, they can't get you out of their head. Some of them are quite literally fantasizing about you, because of like some kind of relationship that you had that was unconventional, but you found a lot of emotional satisfaction in it. So they're looking at their conventional life that they're conforming to and realizing that there's nothing there that brings them joy. So let this person be at that crossroads. Let them be at this point of full cognizance. There's a life that I left or a life that I'm separate from where it's not totally functioning, and I'm engaged in a daydream about this person to the point where I'm coming up as the emperor. This person cannot get rid of you. You're not going anywhere. So where is that going then? So you just gonna have to keep leveling up on them, and they just can. And they're not gonna be able to put out their fantasies. Like I said, some of them they this behavioral health issue that they have. Some of them are quite literally feisty cats. Okay, feisty themselves, and they like to conflict. They get turned. Some of these people get turned on by conflict. They like the drama. BDSM is what I'm getting. Something where they're into fighting or arguing, or this is like something where this person will engage a third party, to make you mad or to get you jealous, to get you riled up, so you guys can have some angry love making. Somebody wants to have angry love making with you because they were so hurt and insecure. Like, oh, your fault. Like, it's not nobody else's fault. That's your fault. Like, don't be insecure. I'm insecure too. Like, both of you guys are gonna. I'm getting a lot of conversations about insecurities with each other, like in the bedroom, like being open about it, like being open about, body image issues, being open about financial issues, being open, like being like sprawled wide open. Okay, they better use their hand and imagination. That's what everybody using right now. It's safer to just use your head and imagination at this in this day and age, because having just engaging with an intimate partner be so much risk involved. You don't know what the hell gonna happen. Like, upgrade you. Let me upgrade you. Like, you are literally an upgrade. Like, the thing is, they know that this is good for them. This is why they're the emperor. I'm like, I'm gonna keep just wishing and fantasizing about the only thing that brings me joy, and then one day I'm just hoping that it'll just be here. Like, some of them just want to manifest it. Yes, I understand that there could be involving a lot of risk. Money be on the line. Social images is on the line. There's risk. There's a lot of risk. In relationships and choosing a partner, right? I was just thinking about it last night. Not even just with sex, but just like marriage at this point too. Like, you can get to the point where, like, okay, let's get married, and still be like, oh my god, the risk. Like, what if like this relationship ends in like 11 years, and like not all of my financial security is gone. I have 2 kids, and this person like turned out to be like my worst nightmare. Like, imagine building up a financial security with somebody, and then the relationship come to an end. Like, no, there needs to be like contracts, negotiations, and even like if these are just like new partners, people you're considering, there's a lot of risk around emotionally investing in these people, physically investing in these people. Like, some of these, these people are starting to make you guys feel unsafe, because they're just be like, they're never secure. Like, something where they do something where they're never secure. Like, their projection of their insecurities actually have like huge ramifications. Like, some of these people gonna have to really fuck up some commas to make up for, like, this cycle of insecurity. They're like, okay, you're right, I got the money, I'll just buy out of it. I'll just buy out of it. Like, I was like, damn, okay. Like, so, y'all, these rich gentlemen got the audacity as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Tarot King. Yes, we must heal this heart chakra, okay? Because that, all that resentment blocks the flow of love. This person is just being resentful because they've been so insecure and feeling rejected and abandoned, through all these relationships that haven't worked out in their lives, and they never thought they would find true love or relationship where somebody just accepted them with who they are. So they have been really insecure, because of these rejections and abandonments. Okay. Nobody ever was receptive to them. Nobody ever nurtured them. These rich gentlemen, but they just so inept themselves. Some of them, it was like sometimes you don't want to be patient with them, but it's like, you've been very patient with this person and dancing for them, and they just been getting more and more receptive. But truly, they've been defensive and insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like they are actually a liability themselves, because like your mental health projection issues are hurting high honors. Like now we got some of y'all got legal issues, y'all got, you know contracts to break. It'd be just so much. Like when they go and project and try to build up some type of illusion of that they projected. Like this person might literally engage a conflict with a third party triangulation, and started building up on an illusion that they projected. They projected their desire for you onto someone else and told themselves a whole lie, trying to make something work when they know financial consequences for emotional immaturity. You already know, so stop making those poor decisions on behalf of the household. Okay, some of them, they're not making sound and rational decisions, having unrealistic expectations. But this has also been a spiritual warfare. This person feels like some type of tethered, like feeling tethered, feeling, what I'm saying, feeling unsafe, swinging, especially if this deals with taking a stance around their politics, their philosophies, ideologies, and religions. Okay? This person could get triggered and swing in the other direction, and they're bound to do anything when they're triggered, especially the rich gentlemen who have the privilege of swinging to the opposite direction. But that's pretty much all I have about who this person is that's sexually fantasizing about you. They're a hot mess. Okay? The mental issues are risky. That is why you really kind of like need to um heal yourself, and stop being a financial liability to yourself. That's also Peter Pan syndrome. When you keep throwing emotional tantrums or doing something, fighting, attacking, they create a lot of financial liabilities. Somebody came to your place of business, or some of them came to your work, started acting a fool. Some of them started showing up unannounced, or started doing things that were like creating a huge liability. Okay, possibly, especially if your relationships involve committing some type of crime, or there could just a lot of scrutiny, clandestine relationships, something about these relationships. They're put like this person put you at a health and safety risk. There's been a lot of just like unfortunate things going on. Okay, because of this person's projection of their insecurities, their deep fears that bully them. This is not a you problem. This person is tethered to you. You are the person that makes them. You are the reason that this person smiles. They're needing to choose between having true joy and fulfillment versus power and money, and just trying to pretend, right? Like you don't have this insecurity. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm seeing. Create some separation, and them they lead them to it leads them to themselves. That's exactly what we're saying. If you join a little bit later, is that this period of separation has actually created space for this person to shift their perspective around their own insecurities. This has been an inside job. This was all a projection, especially not just your romantic relationships. These are also conflicts, other kinds of conflicts that you guys have been having. This is all like what you're learning is projection, and you're realizing your own projection as well, even though you're not as like I said, you guys are on the level up, and this person is really intimidated by your maturity around the situation, and they're still like in this period of surrender, just like saying that I can't, like, despite my insecurities, I cannot, like that person makes me feel so insecure. It's their problem, it's their issue, they're the reason why I'm mad. It's their fault, right? And now you being away, being separated, being detached, being, self-assured, being independent, confident, happy, and joyful, seeing you focus on yourself and your goals, dancing, having fun, is actually like creating a lot of space for this person to say, hey, that's actually like not a them problem. If they're there totally contented and peaceful, there must be, like, especially for some of them who are dealing with some type of brain disease, mental health issue, or dealing, literally have been under some type of matrix illusion. This has all been a process of disillusionment, where this person, where they thought their behavior was justified, they're now starting to realize that you are actually the thing that makes them happy. These deep insecurities that they projected were the past. It had nothing to do with you. Okay? So this person has been at this crossroads now, and still, coming into acceptance about a past hurt in a relationship, a period of separation, grief, a love triangle, okay, something or another relationship that ended badly. And I'm also getting that you may have had other relationships as well. It's not, this relationship may not have had any labels, and if it did have labels and they were cheating and things like that, you guys were not under the right relationship agreement. Do not sign any relationship, no contracts or nothing like that, unless you feel that this person is truly aligned and you have the freedom and autonomy. Like you said, empowerment and autonomy is a lot more freedom to change, to grow, to evolve beyond this moment of where you placed a contract. Especially for some of you guys who have been getting divorced, you are allowed to change your mind. I know that that is like hard to go through because of, there's marriage is like such a big deal. Like, people assume that those positions will be forever, right? And then one day you realize that things are not how they used to be. This is not something, like, this relationship or situation doesn't bring me joy anymore, or this situation or relationship is actually toxic to my growth and happiness. You have to be like, one day realize that maybe, like, I'll lose something, but then you'll have to also accept the fact that you've already incurred the loss of the failed relationship, loss of securities, loss of time, children, procreation, and all that, right? You've already, that's already happened. Those were already costs that you've already incurred. So don't make your decisions based on things that you can't get back. You can't, some of them, they can't get the security that they expensed, back from these third parties, right? They've already spent that. They've already wasted that time, right? So some of them are having to choose between, like, well, I'll just, like, stay with this poor investment, even though these relationships are not aligned. I'll just stay there because I've already, like, made those poor investments. But that means that they lost their wealth, because an investment that doesn't work out is an investment that doesn't is never going to fulfill. Okay, especially if they thought third parties would align with their vision and be collaborative and cooperative. Those relationships are just resistance. That's a spiritual warfare, and you've been investing poorly, right? By not taking responsibility for your own insecurities. These people who have been wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you have an accountability issue, have deep insecurities, and you removing yourself, detaching, and saying, "I'm just gonna go experience joy by myself." Help this person take responsibility a lot more and learn that it was never a you problem. You are actually what brings them joy in the face of all of what they have lost. Okay, so they'll need to just, like, cut their losses and move on with their lives. Okay. Seriously, I'm at work. Go away. I'm at work. That's it. Some of you guys, this person has a hard time with you working, okay? You having a responsibility, you being away. It's not like, I'm getting that some of you guys, you work around this person's schedule a lot. You're always there when you need them, when they need you. It's like something where these people, it's like something where they're just, like, never satisfied. It's like, how, I'm not going to stroke your ego because you're insecure. You need to be secure in this relationship, and, like, trust that I'm not going anywhere, trust that I will continue to fulfill my responsibilities. Some of you guys, this is quite literally an engagement and commitment on the line, contracts on the line, right? Where sometimes you'll feel unsafe, and that may stop you from making a commitment. Some of you guys are struggling with deep trust issues and not feeling safe with someone, okay? You need to understand that you are safe, okay? I commit to healthy relationships where, even, like, a part of this is that, like, you may be struggling with your own lack of trust and faithfulness. Like, I'm getting a lot of cold feet, okay? These are deeper commitments. I'm not going to say there's names attached to it, but this is about this person's stable presence in your life and a functioning relationship in your life, something that satisfies you or lives up to your expectations, right? So it definitely just feels like this is like commitments are on the line, and just like that's a lot of responsibility, and just like believing and having faith in someone that they'll be there, that they'll fulfill the end of their agreement, contract, or just like emotional promises, right? But also saying I'm secure enough within myself, with insecurity. I'm secure with them enough within myself to say, hey, if it ever gets to a point in this relationship where we are no longer aligned, or we don't work good together anymore, or we no longer bring each other joy and satisfaction, I'm secure enough within myself to say, hey, I can leave that relationship and not let it obstruct my security, not let it ruin my life, not let it keep me stuck at that point of pain and shame, not let it traumatize me. This person has some traumatizing situations in their life where they have internalized a lot of deep rejection and insecurity. You may not be aware of all of this. Some of you guys have different lifestyle, different values, different governments. So you will not fully understand, but you can have compassion for whatever time they need to have away, where they are not planning, not moving forward, still unsure if they want to move forward, right? And but they're very motivated by their dance though. So I'm also just feeling like, giving each other that space and giving each other that liberty in the relationship to say, when this no longer serves me, I will move on with my life. I hope that you will always serve me. I hope that I'll always find joy within you, especially if we're talking about long term commitments. But I hope that in the event that if we no longer find joy and fulfillment within each other, that we will not walk away from this situation fighting like cats and dogs. I will not walk away from this relationship hating you. I will not walk away from this relationship in a turmoil, in a chaos, in a fight, where one of us has to, have a victory at all costs. I don't want to have a conflict with somebody that is supposed to be my partner. But if we soon learn, friendships alike as well. If we soon learn that this is a relationship that doesn't serve us, that we have the liberty to leave it without hurting each other and leaving a deep insecurity. Okay? And I think this is what this person is learning. That this is like your benevolence, right? We have Archangel Haniel, the angel of joy, directs people to God who are searching for fulfillment. What this person is really seeing within you, the reason why they're wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you, is they see you searching for fulfillment. They see you stop looking outside of yourself for their validation and security, and find that for yourself, and so that you can show up fully and whole in this relationship and be able to have make empowered decisions for yourself, and understanding what environments and situations and relationships are right for you, ultimately, friends, so that you can never obstruct your peace again. Okay? I'm getting that in the past. Practice your affirmation. I will not lose my peace of mind for a relationship. In the past, you may have lost your damn mind over your relationships, but you're choosing to stay in peace and not ever lose your center, because one person's rejection or lack of collaboration with you is not, they should not have the mark of the beast on your life forever, where you just, oh, I'm still hurt about that person that rejected me in the third grade. Like, move on with your life and find fulfillment and joy in other things that are more accepting of you. Instead of focusing on where you were rejected and you had negative experiences, focus on where you are celebrated and are having positive experiences. Okay? That is completely shifting and making a huge change in your life and in your partner's life. And you guys can have a happy and cheerful love and not a grief stricken, traumatizing one. Okay? That's what I'm seeing, friends. We're going to get into the scripture and then we will wrap, okay? Let's pop 2 bottles tonight. Hell yeah, I'm going to give me a drink right after this. I'm going to give me some day sipping going on in this piece, okay? Definitely day sipping, okay? It's brunching hours right now, okay? So That's what I'm saying about this person, you guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful relationship. Oh, I just mixed up my deck. Okay. Um, is brunching hours. What was I gonna say? I think that's so. I can't remember what I was gonna say because I want to make sure that I did not mix those cards in with the wrong deck. That is a nightmare. Okay. But yes, you guys, high honor is coming in. Public recognition. We're highly revered. Great, excellent ass work that you guys are doing. Like, you guys, I'm literally don't. I'm floored. Okay, I'm floored with the state of the collective. You guys are doing amazing, and we are doing amazing, for sure. Okay, so just keep doing what you do. Keep finding joy and fulfillment. Keep making waves. Keep making this person happy, because that's quite literally what you are. This person's happiness. Okay. LOL. My Taurus moon is definitely hungry. My sensualities, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm about to go indulge. You're gonna give me a pastry. I'm about to go indulge with that Taurus moon. Okay. So this one is about restoring life. Okay, today's devotional, but the other yesterday's was really good too. Tell your story. So some of you guys, with you and this person, tell your story of love with each other. Like, this is actually extremely beautiful. Tell your story. Give your relationship something tangible through the sacral chakra. Give something. Give your relationship structure. Give it, especially if you guys are writing a book about your love. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Restoring life. The Lord opens the eyes of those who are blind. The Lord raises up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. Psalm 146:8. Our God loves to restore life to his creation. When Jesus came to earth, he healed many physical needs. Greater than physical healing, Jesus came to restore our spiritual brokenness. He opened eyes to the truth, ministered to the poor in spirit, and restored believers to righteousness. How blessed are you! He has opened your eyes. He will always lift you up in times of trouble, and he loves you because you have chosen the path of righteousness. Let the God of encouragement and restoration be your strength today. God, you have opened my eyes to see the truth. You have forgiven my sin and you love me. Some days I have fallen harder than others, and today I need you once again. Bring restoration to my body and soul. Thank you for picking me up and encouraging me on the path of righteousness. The person who's wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you is because you've chosen the path of righteousness. And you are reflecting to this person their power, money, and sex money and power. That's really cute, actually. LOL. This person, they encourage you a lot, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And lifts you up in times of trouble, spoiling you. Okay, giving you that guac cheddar. But you have been in this period of restoration. It's not about this person. It's about you. Instead of focusing on the divine masculine, focus on what you're creating. You are creating something beautiful where both of you guys will be receiving high honors for what they have picked you, like how they help pick you up, and how they helped you create. How he opened your eyes to the truth. I'm hearing a rich gent. Okay, open your eyes to the truth, encouraged you and picked you up in times of trouble. Okay, this person, you guys have been a huge burst of consciousness for each other. This is beautiful. Okay, I love that you guys keep restoring, keep working on yourselves. You're still working on healing your physical body and your mind and your soul and spirit. Keep being happy and joyful. Keep in separation from them, and just be like, look, I know that you're coming. Like, so I'm just like not even gonna like worry about that because it's absurd, right? Being happy. The spiritual warfare is the fact that they want to stop you from being happy. Keep being happy, and this person will know where they belong. They will be more inspired to come belong in a space and a with you that is happy and feel safe. Okay, because they also feel safe with you. You feel safe with them, they feel safe with you. Okay, you are safe. They want to let you know that even when they have these volatile mood swings, you're still safe. Okay, I love you so much, and I'll see you guys later. I'm having a technology difficulty. Like, I don't know what will be happening with zodiacs as well as pick a cards for this upcoming week or two, because this is actually a major technology issue that I'm having. I'm actually hoping that if I pretend that it's not happening, that I'll just go have fun and do something and distract myself, that I'll magically come back and I won't have this issue. But I might quite literally need to get creative around something. But I expect zodiacs, expect pick a cards, expect more some live streams coming up as soon as I possibly can. But also enjoy the shorts content, enjoy the girl chats, and just because you are a guy doesn't mean when you come here you have to put on your uniform. So you have to put pink on, okay, and you get a bow from Felicia Nutrice Tarot and Divas Can Manifest org, okay, even if you are a boy, okay. A lot of these divine masculines, they have, some of them are actually like women, but they have a ego of a masculine, okay. So some of these people are same gender relationships that you are that's wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, friends. I'll let you guys know what's coming up. Also, if you did not know, we got shows coming up on EXO Felicia Nutrice. So the 8-8 Lionsgate portal is our 888 hertz frequency show, clearing karmic cycles, because that is exactly what's going on. Is we're clearing a karmic cycle. We will no longer make those repetitive decision makings. We will no longer take those repetitive decisions and have this unstable and unfavorable outcome. This is a major healing of the collective, of your own cellular detox, in your own way, your own cellular detoxification. As you reach more joy and happiness, you are healing your DNA. You are healing what has been programming you into this unhappy family violence. Some of this is that has been, obstructing your relationships, right? You guys are healing your most limiting beliefs at an ancestral level. We talk a lot more about this at Divas Can Manifest, or especially you guys focusing on your health and focusing on how you feel and having a good quality of life is what is bringing this relationship in alignment, okay? When it is safe within your physical body, within your body, mind, and spirit, that's when this relationship will align, okay? Because of these deep security issues of rejection and abandonment with this person. This healing of insecurity, limiting belief, is actualizing a potential for the highest timeline and the highest honors. You are excellent. And don't ever forget it. And sing it boldly, sing it proudly, and sing it safely. I am safe. I wish somebody would touch my high honor. You are receiving the highest reverence. I wish somebody would run up and with a violent. I wish someone would try to assassinate. I wish somebody would try, right? My most limiting beliefs are healed because of this truth that you guys that is restoring you, your home, your family, and your collectives. You are a change maker making waves. You are bringing the communication, the information, the mechanisms for people to find true value and true joy within their lives, so that they don't go projecting onto people and creating conflicts within their lives. You are manifesting peaceful relationships. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all later.